I'm Army Sergeant Adam Schweitzer of the 139th MPAD. And when I'm not out reporting the news, I always like to take a moment to...
Oh my God, are you okay?
Please use the ground guide.
Hey guys, Fort Dix is letting us do a newsreel. What should we call it?
How about Dick's News?
No.
News on Dick's.
No.
Dick's Observer?
No.
The Dick's Insider.
No.
Dick's Extravaganza.
No.
Dick's Exposed.
No.
Ooh. Hang on. I've got it. The Fort Dix Update. Yeah! Yeah! Update! 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 Update!
Wait! No! That's terrible.
Too late. Already made the graphic.
What the Welcome to the Fort Dix Update. Still don't know why we went with that title. I'm Staff Sergeant Colin Prendergast. For our first story, Army PFC Dan LoGrasso gives us an inside look at some new Army training going on here at Fort Dix. Let's get things rolling, shall we?
Humvee Egress Assistance Training, or HEAT, is best explained with a single word: rollover. The conflict in Afghanistan and Iraq has seen a huge increase in vehicle use by soldiers, and consequently, an increase in vehicle accidents. The Army created HEAT to familiarize soldiers with the possibility of a rollover. There is an instructional period covering safe driving and preventive measures, but the heart of the training is the simulator, a Humvee on a hydraulic rolling platform. The training is made as realistic as safely possible. Instructors roll soldiers over several times and make sure they respond correctly after exiting the vehicle. Soldiers go through this training in full combat gear.
One on land and one on water. And sometimes mission dependent, time dependent, we'll throw in some little kinks in there, such as turn off the lights, so they'll have to do it in an area of limited visibility.
2 interior cameras help the instructors monitor safety and make training less predictable. Even though HEAT is Army training, all deploying personnel go through it.
Since we deal with a lot of different branches, the Air Force, the Navy, the Coast Guard, and they come through here, and a lot of them never even been in Humvee before.
You're all right, drink water. It's okay, I got it updated.
HEAT training seemed to leave a positive impression on the trainees.
Training was excellent. Gives a real insight into basically the chaos that ensues upon a rollover.
Major Bell says each rollover simulator cost more than $250,000. He also said that it was well worth the price. For the 139th MPAD, I'm Army Private First Class Dan LoGrasso.
And who better to keep things rolling than our friends at the motor pool? Looks like we're off and running. Who writes this stuff, seriously?
For some military drivers, malfunctions are inconveniences that end when the maintenance team shows up. But for the mechanics of the 1st of the 322nd Logistics Support Battalion, solving vehicle problems is a way of life. 21 full-time mechanics, some of them part of the Operation Warrior Trainer program, maintain a fleet of about 150 vehicles on Fort Dix. They also have some additional duties.
We also train on maintenance procedures, and we get PMCS classes here, and so a lot of our OWTs contribute their in-theater experiences to that effort also.
OWTs are mobilized reservists and qualify for the same benefits from being on active duty. But there are other perks as well.
I like my job here. It's giving me time to work on my skills. Being a reservist, it's a limited amount of time actually working on military vehicles. Most of us rely on our civilian experience to guide us through. But getting the time to actually work on the vehicles, I feel it's going to be good because it's going to help me go back and bring that to my unit, train up my soldiers on working on the military vehicles, what's wrong with them, what's happening. common problems that they have, things like that.
Every day, the motor pool soldiers will continue to keep equipment running and ready for training.
Fascinating. Up next, we take a look at some intense firefighter training. Look at them. They're on a boat. They are on a boat.
Firemen from Fort Dix Fire and Emergency Services conducted low-light boat operations on Monday, June 22nd. They trained on and in the lake in the woods outside the Browns Mills Gate. Assistant Fire Chief Tom Trembula drove a darkened boat onto the lake, dropped firefighter Wayne Warden into the water, and told his men to go and find him. The firefighters located him quickly with spotlights and then navigated back using GPS.
It's a big circle. This is right where the boat ramp is right now.
Fire and Emergency Services responds to about 1,200 calls a year, often to lakes on and around Post and the Delaware River. They have also assisted other departments with water missions on multiple occasions.
Sounds like family to me.
The people here, honestly, are so respectful to us. I believe that they appreciate us. I mean, they see our work, you know, and we're here for them. I mean, I feel for the soldiers. And the people that work for me, I want them to feel that. You know, I love helping the soldiers, I'm telling you.
Chief Trembula is a 26-year veteran of the fire department. He says he loves his job, his 72-hour work week, and the community. Fire and Rescue Services has 33 firefighters. 10 of them are on duty at all times. For the 139th MPAD at Fort Dix, I'm Army Private First Class Dan LoGrasso.
Now we go to Infantry Park, where PFC Dan LoGrasso gives us a new take on an old tradition. There's no joke there, just roll the clip. We good? Okay.
Fort Dix has presented 3 deploying units with yellow banners. The ceremony was held Saturday morning in Infantry Park. Deputy Commander for Mobilization, Colonel Larry Boyd, gave banners to the 737th Transportation Company, the 164th Quartermaster Detachment, and the 654th Combat Support Group Detachment. The banners will fly in Infantry Park as long as the unit is deployed. Fort Dix conducts the ceremony every time soldiers leave.
Oftentimes soldiers go off to the theater of operation and they don't think anybody's thinking about them. So this is a way to let them know, as well as their families know, that we're definitely thinking about them while they do their mission.
The ceremony was kept short, only 3 minutes, so the soldiers could finish preparing for their deployment. Their banner, and the thoughts of all walking through Infantry Park, will be here much longer. For the 139th Mobile Public Affairs Detachment, I'm Army Private First Class Dan LoGrasso.
Sergeant Schweitzer here again, and I'd like to talk to you about a grave affliction facing our young men and women in the armed services. Mistake tattoos. Look at that. Tasmanian Devil, faded, drunk, bottle of Jack. It's horrible. Mistake tattoos. Don't let them happen to you. Remember, think before you ink.
Hey, what's it mean if it burns when you fire your weapon?
Burns?
Yeah, you know.
Huh, might have an STD.
What do I do?
First go see your doc. They'll let you know about treatment.
How do I keep this from happening again? How do I keep others from getting infected?
Easy. Just remember to practice safety when using your weapon.